Welcome to 5 Minutes of Momentum. These episodes are a short 5-minute burst of inspiration, motivation, and massive action. If you need that little kick up the butt to get things moving and to inspire you to take massive action, then every single Thursday I'll be sending you through a 5-minute episode to download, digest, and implement to finish your week off strong. Are you ready to get started? Let's go.
Hey, welcome back to 5 Minutes of Momentum. Today I want to talk to you about truly seeing your own value. Because when we continue to not see our own value, we honestly keep accepting less than we deserve. This has come to mind with a few conversations that I've had recently, and often you can not only see your own true value as well. So sometimes you don't see it because you only see what's inside your own head, right? But when someone else sees it within you, you can help bring light to it and start bringing attention to it so then you can stop accepting less than you deserve. And there's a few different things I want to share with you on this because sometimes it's internal work that you need to do. Other times it's actually practical business work that you need to do in order for you to see your truest value. And this will lead to undercharging, accepting clients that are not the right fit for you, accepting opportunities that are less than what you deserve, not being paid for certain opportunities that maybe you should be being paid for. And when you truly see your value, it's when you then stop accepting less than you deserve. You start actually owning your worth, owning your value, and then you start to attract the opportunities, the clients, the work, the money that you absolutely deserve. And so I recently had a conversation with a client of mine, and she was so focused on getting this new client that she had actually been ignoring some of the red flags. So when we had the conversation around it, I was reflecting back to her what was happening in this conversation and just asking questions around it. And she was like, oh, I didn't see it like that. Or, oh, I hadn't considered that. Or actually, that's probably not a good thing. Like starting to acknowledge like, hey, this might be coming from a place of needing to sign the next client, that desperation energy, but also not really truly seeing your value and your worth, right? Sometimes that scarcity can really shadow the conversation and shadow really being able to communicate your value in a way that serves her. So when I actually was having this conversation with her, and I was like, when you truly look at what you bring to a business, I said, you should be charging consulting fees around 30K for that. And she was like, what? And I'm like, yeah. And she was like, willing to do something for free. And I was like, please don't do this. And let's look at the long-term impact of this. So when it comes to really seeing your own true value, there's practical things that you need to do within your business in order to uncover the value. And I don't mean the price point, I mean the truest value of it. So if you are perceiving your value to be what you deliver, your service offering, your product offering, whatever it is that you deliver, you see it less than what you really want to be charging for it. And so you want to acknowledge like what impact does it actually have on the customer and how can we start to see the value from our customer's point of view? They don't have your skill set, they don't have your experience, they don't have you, right? The way that you think about things, the way that you deliver on certain things, they don't have you in order to create a specific outcome or result. So if you think about it like that, how valuable is it to them? Really think about this. And if you need to actually do some market research on this and ask questions from ideal clients, potential clients that have never worked with you, I want to say, because if they've worked with you, they already see the value in it, right? But potential clients that have never worked with you at all, but they want to solve the problem that you can help them solve. And I want you to start asking better questions to actually uncover the true value of it. So I mean like dollar figures right down to that. And I mean impact, I mean emotions. So what would it mean to them to actually have that problem solved? What impact would it have on their bottom line? What impact would it have on their team? What impact would it have on them as a business owner if they're a business owner? Starting to go to that nitty-gritty of understanding what is the truest value of what you deliver. Because I guarantee you, when you start to see it from your customer's point of view, you will stop accepting less than you deserve. Because when you're coming from your own psyche and you're like, well, it's easy for me to do this, or it comes naturally to me, or I'm fast at it, or whatever it might be, when you're in your own head about it, you cannot truly see the value of what it is that you deliver. So you need to get out of your own head. You need to understand it from your customer's point of view. Secondly, you need to understand it from really truly valuing it in the market. So what impact is that going to have on the market? And starting to consider it from that point of view. And then you'll start to see your truest value. And I actually said this to someone I saw on the weekend. Actually, I saw someone that I had previously worked with years ago. And she's evolved in her business and she's starting new things. And I said to her, the skill set that you've developed in the industry that you have been in, because she's starting to change industries, you need to acknowledge what that has given you. Because when you truly acknowledge what that's given you and how that can be transitioned to other industries, it is actually really valuable. And she was like, oh, I hadn't thought about it like that. And I was like, yeah, the industry that you've been in have taught you so much in so many areas of business and human behavior and understanding customers and understanding the consumer behavior. And I was like, don't discount that. Make sure that you acknowledge that, because you're not starting from new because you're changing industries, because you're changing industries. You're starting with this whole year, like years and years and years of experience and years of expertise, and how you've honed your expertise over the years. And that's absolutely transferable. And I could actually have said that to this existing other client that I was talking about as well. Like, she absolutely can have the exact same response because she was downplaying what she actually does know and what she can bring to her business. So I want to say that to you. Are you truly seeing your truest value in order to be able to charge what you want to charge? Are you accepting less than you deserve because you believe, honestly, because this is where it comes from, when you accept less than you deserve, you are not valuing what it is that you do at the highest level? And I don't mean like be ridiculous and charge 20 times what you're currently charging and then not actually delivering on a great result. Like, I don't mean be ridiculous about it. I mean like truly uncover the truest value of what it is that you deliver and honor that and own that, and then go to the market with that. And stop accepting less than you deserve, because when you continue to accept less than you deserve, the universe will keep sending the same stuff. So when you draw a line in the sand, you're like, no, I'm no longer going to do that. I'm no longer going to charge underneath this. I'm no longer going to add in this extra thing to make it seem more valuable. I'm no longer going to increase these bonuses over here because I'm trying to bolster the offer to make it look worth it. Like, I'm no longer going to accept those red flag clients. Like, you need to make a decision, draw a line in the sand, and then decide what your value is and honor that. I hope you've loved this episode.